Cinema's Literature. What's up, people? I'm Justin, and once again, I'm joined by James. James, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, not too bad. Pray
Nice.
for me. I'm in this doing the furlough thing, but I'm not furloughed just yet.
Oh, nice. Well, hopefully you don't. Hopefully you don't get furloughed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we missed you last week. You actually went to go see a play. So tell the people
Yeah,
about that.
the American Five up here in DC was pretty decent play. It's about Martin Luther King, how he made his "I Have a Dream" speech. Him and five friends. It was pretty entertaining. It was fairly free. I can say fairly free. I think I got some tickets from a friend of mine who get tickets and things. So it was something to do.
Yeah. I mean, I bet that was fun. Like I said, I told you before, I really love going to plays. Yeah, I love going to the play, dude. I love it.
So you know what you should tell them your background since you because you do this because you like it. Like this is one of your passions. I didn't realize. Now I know.
Yeah. I mean, I was very involved with theater in high school. I was, like I said, I think in the 4 years of high school, I think I took 6 or 7 theater classes. And then obviously I took some in middle school as well. So yeah, dude, I've always been a fan of acting or movies, plays, all that stuff. Man, entertainment. I love it. There's nothing better. It brings the people together. It keeps you happy. It gives you something to do. It's awesome, dude. Like, I love it. Like, I love going to plays. I love going to movies. It's a lot of fun.
Right. So that makes your critique a little better because you're not a novice to looking at the plots and understanding. Like I notice when we do these things, you like listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
A lot of times the soundtrack kind of is in the background, and I'm oblivious to things like that. I look at more of the underlying theme, why they're doing this, blase, blase. But you have a different eye, if you will, of trying to understand the soundtrack as the story plays out. Is that the right music for that particular scene?
Exactly.
I was wondering. I was always wondering, like, why you always listen to this soundtrack? So, did you hear the soundtrack, or and then the montage? Like, I never really thought about montages until I actually started doing this with you and kind of understanding.
Well, a little bit more background. I went to radio broadcasting school and worked in radio and TV for a little bit as well when I was like 20, 21.
Really?
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a whole other conversation. You might need to do an interview with Justin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't need to get into that full background. But yeah, so we were talking about a movie that, like I said, I love going to the movies. This is not a movie I saw in theaters, though. We're talking about San Andreas, starring The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson. James, I guess I'll let you give like the quick plot of the movie San Andreas.
Right. So San Andreas, I think it takes place in the California area. I'm gonna say LA.
Yes, it's San Francisco.
Oh, it's San Francisco. Okay. Yes, because the bridge. So it takes place in the California area. There is a natural disaster, which is the earthquake, and The Rock, or in this movie, his name was Ray, I believe.
Ray, yeah.
Yeah, Ray. His family were actually traveling to another part of, and I'm gonna keep saying LA because I think it was LA that they were going.
Well, no, but I think he was in LA. She traveled to San Francisco.
Got it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was in LA. He traveled to San Francisco, and there was a natural disaster. So there was I forgot the guy's name right now. We're gonna say it. He predicted these tremors or these earthquakes based on
Paul Giamatti.
Yes. He plays in a lot of movies. The guy is great. Yes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Absolutely.
So he predicted some of these tremors and things, and he I guess nobody was listening at first. So, but he kind of understood what was about to happen to a magnitude that we haven't seen before, and he tried to get the word out, but it was a little too late, and it was a natural disaster. The Rock, or Ray in this instance, had family traveling, and they got caught into the tremors and the destruction of the earthquake. And of course, Ray comes to the rescue because he's a fire EMS helicopter pilot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say aviator. because he flies more than just helicopters.
I guess he was, and I guess he was in the war. He was in some kind of war before this.
Yes, he was in the military. So
Yeah.
he did a couple of tours in I'm gonna say Iraq because that's probably the
That's
latest
what I'm
thing.
guessing too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Or maybe the Gulf War in the 90s, maybe.
maybe. Yeah. So again, he saves the day, saves his family. Particularly, he has a wife. He has an ex-wife who is married to who is seeing another gentleman and has a daughter that is grown. I think she was going up to CA college.
She was going to college. I think she was already in school.
Okay, she's going to college, and of course, again, this natural disaster happens. Both ladies are in distress. The boyfriend or friend, whatever, he bails out on the daughter,
Yeah.
and leaves the daughter stranded. The daughter makes some friends, and the Rock comes in, save the day, and they live happily ever after. And the Rock and the lady gets back together.
Exactly. Yeah. So the movie does take place pretty much in California. San Andreas, obviously. Do you know San Andreas? You know San Andreas. This is like a real San Andreas is the plate. It's the plate that they like. It's so the San Andreas fault line, which is where basically California meets with the rest of the USA, is basically what it is. And I mean, this is like something that scientists have actually predicted happening at some point in time, is these major earthquakes. And I think from what I've read is it will happen someday. It's just a matter of when, because scientists have been predicting it's going to happen for the last 50 years. So they're expecting it at any moment. But how crazy would it be is if these earthquakes, if this happens in our lifetime, James, how crazy would this be?
Very, because based on the what's my guy name?
Paul Giamatti.
You said his name.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti.
Hey, that's how you say his last name, Giamatti.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Based on his expert opinion, you can feel the tremors over on the East Coast. That's how powerful these tremors were. So, I guess understand. I don't think we ever felt anything that of that magnitude in a lifetime, and probably in history. Maybe when the dinosaurs
I think
got extinct, I guess, but.
Yeah, I think the biggest one that we have felt in America in our lifetime, James, was like a 7 on the scale. These that they're talking about were all like 9.5, 9.6. Have you ever felt an earthquake at all? I don't think I've ever felt.
So yes, they had an earthquake in DC some years ago. Oh, wow. I was a young lad at the Department of Treasury, and I believe it was a small earthquake, but it shook the building. So it was, it was what it was. But that's the only time I've ever,
I couldn't imagine being in like a severe one,
yes,
the ones that because they get like a bad one in California probably once every couple of years. I don't know if I would ever want to live out there, man. I really don't.
Well, I mean, true, but it has something, like you said, to do with the plates and the shifting of the earth.
Yeah.
Same thing with these tornadoes, these storms, shifting of the plates up the bottom of the ocean that cause these typhoons and things.
The tsunamis.
The
big waves. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you can run away from any kind of natural disaster.
Yeah, I think. Well, we're in a good spot, I feel like, because the one that we mostly feel is going to be a hurricane, probably, or maybe a tornado. But those are both things that, tornadoes can pop up anywhere. But usually, if it's like a super bad storm, okay, watch out for one. It's not just going to be 5 seconds from now, hey, there's a tornado outside.
Right.
So I think we're in a good spot.
We're in a good spot. I think the only thing we have to worry about is flooding.
Yes. Yeah. Now that's true.
Yeah, flooding. So it's not the actual movement of the wind and water. It's the water settling and just not draining. The issue that we probably have run into.
Now you are very much correct about that. let's move on here and talk a little bit about this cast, because I think, in a weird way, that this was actually a really good cast. It's a small cast. There's only a couple of people, but you already mentioned Paul Giamatti. I mean, he's been in a bunch of stuff. We can go way back to the '90s
Yes.
with Paul. Being in Howard Stern's Private Parts. He was in Man on the Moon, Planet of the Apes. He was in Planet of the Apes,
Yes.
the one from the early 2000s. Let's see, what else has he been in? I mean, Duplicity. He was in. He was in The Hangover Part 2.
Yeah, some of the big ones. Yeah, the robots. He's voice in the robots.
Yes, he's been the voice in a lot of things as well. Yes,
he played in a lot of serious movies. And I'm gonna say 12 Years a Slave, Straight Outta Compton. Those are things that he played in a lot of movies.
I have not seen either one of those, but he was in both of them. Yes,
he played. Yes. What's the thing on HBO he played in? He was the lawyer. The state. He was the lawyer. Billions.
Oh yeah, Billions. Yeah, he was in Billions. What was that like? That was like 6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah, he was in Billions. He did a damn good job in Billions. I must say.
Yep. He also did a voice on Rick and Morty, which is a pretty popular like cartoon show. Yeah. So Paul Giamatti, great actor. I don't know about you, but I feel like he should have been used more in this movie, San Andreas. I think he should have been in it more.
Well, he's not a ticket seller. He just make the movie a little more believable, and he's an actor. I'm not saying Dwayne Johnson is not, but I think in this particular year, Dwayne Johnson wasn't a great actor. So you had to have somebody to kind of put it in there, because there was other folks in this movie that was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, which I'm gonna go ahead and name you another one. Who played the youngest kid? He played the youngest kid. What was his name? Ollie. His name was Ollie in the movie. He was played by Art Parkinson, who was from Game of Thrones. He played in Game of Thrones for a little bit. He played Rick and Stark, Ned Stark's son.
Oh yeah. Yes. I was talking about I didn't even recognize him, to be honest with you. I did not.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally the only other thing I've ever seen him
in. I didn't recognize him.
Yeah. Okay. So that was another one. Then you had I'm just gonna go ahead and name some of the lesser characters here. The other one you had was so when the Rock's ex-wife, when she goes to meet that lady for lunch, remember that scene? That lady's Kylie Minogue. Do you know Kylie Minogue? Singer from like the 90s. She's been in a couple movies. Okay, well, look her up. She's amazing. But yeah, she was only in one scene. I'm like, holy crap, it's Kylie Minogue, and she's literally there for one scene. So that was another, I think, kind of a big name actor. And then you get to the big three. Basically, you have The Rock playing the main character. I mean, have you seen a lot of The Rock's movies?
I seen not a lot, but I seen a matter of fact, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
Think about it. I seen a bunch of The Rock's movies. So
yeah,
I seen even the ones that was like on. I hate to say it, Tubi.
Man, dude, he had like so many on. Like all his movies are on there. I feel like at one point.
Right, and the funny thing is, I never seen The Rock. I never seen The Rock wrestle.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I know him from when he was in the WWF. I remember him fighting for the Intercontinental title with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I remember him fighting at WrestleMania. I remember him battling, Triple H. I remember him battling Kurt Angle. So I personally like that Rock better than the acting Rock, but still, obviously, he's the big name in the movie. You had two other people. You had his ex-wife, Emma, who was played by Carla Gugino. I don't know. Do you know her?
Yes, I've seen her in a couple of movies. I mean, or either movies or shows. As I look on her up, I probably recognize her from Snake Eyes. That was that movie with Nicolas Cage, I believe.
Yeah. Good movie.
It was pretty
really good movie. She was in. I figured maybe you knew her from Spy Kids because you had kids. I thought
you did. Yes.
Yeah.
I see her a lot, to be honest with you, in a couple of different roles. So yeah, she's a familiar face.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing. I've always been a kind of a big fan of her. I remember her from Son-in-Law from the early '90s with Pauly Shore. So yeah, look that one up. It's a nice little comedy that you can watch. But yeah, Carla, great actress. And then the other one, The Rock's daughter in the movie, Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah.
Do you know her from anything?
I think I saw Percy Jackson. That's what she played in that. Okay. Percy Jackson, but I saw her somewhere else because I remember those eyes. Like she has that yeah, she has that look, and those eyes are so piercing. They're beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But yes, I saw her eyes. So that's how I remember her.
I really think the only thing I've ever seen her in was she was in that TV show White Collar for a couple episodes.
She was. You know, yeah.
I think that's the only I've ever seen her in, but I know who she is. Like, just because. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Which we're gonna, we're gonna talk about her now. Why did she not become a bigger actress? Do you think?
I don't know. She might be a one-trick pony. I don't think she plays any. This to me, this is probably the most I've seen her really act.
Yeah.
Really?
So is she a bad actress?
I'm not saying she's bad, but she probably got a look because the way she looks.
Yeah.
So they gave her a part because the way she looks. So I'm not saying she's bad, but
well, it's weird too with her. It's weird too with her in this movie because she plays The Rock's daughter, but like I don't think she looks like a 20-year-old. Like she already looks older than that.
Right.
But
yeah, she does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like she messed up because I feel like she should have had a somewhat of a bigger career.
Is this because how she looks or how she acts?
Man, I think she's a good enough actress, but yeah, she's really hot. She's really hot, and she should have had there was no big time like a girl that looks like that or an actress that looks like that. Should have had a big time movie at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she might just need a mom.
We're witnessing it right now with Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney, maybe a passable actress, but super hot. She's had this big moment. Where was Alexandra Daddario's big moment? Like,
I get it. I get it. I mean, I get it. She, I also seen her, and I'm looking her up as we speak.
Yeah.
The last thing I seen her in was this Mayfair Witches, and it's a horror series.
Yeah, she's like the star of that, right, or something.
Yeah, and I did enjoy that. I did enjoy that. That I don't know if you saw it, but
no.
You should watch it. If you like horror, I like horror.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I'll have to look it up. I do want to mention one of the screen. So the screenplay was written. I know we don't normally talk about the writers and stuff, but the screenplay was written by Carlton Cuse. I don't know if that name sounds familiar to you, but he was one of the writers of the TV show Lost, which is my favorite show of all time. So shout out to him.
You say that every week. I think you say that. You have a favorite show of all time.
No, Lost is always my favorite show. Always.
Lost was pretty good. It took me a minute to watch it, but Lost was pretty good. It was pretty yeah.
Man, you don't know how many times I'm like scrolling through whatever it's on right now. I think it's on Netflix right now, or maybe it's on Hulu. I don't know, but whatever it's on, you don't have no idea how many times I'm scrolling and I see it. And I'm like, oh, I might have to rewatch it. Like it's tempting to not rewatch it. But yeah, great. Let's talk about how much this movie made. So it came out in 2015. I don't remember ever being in theaters, and you said you don't remember being in theaters either.
No, I wasn't a Rock fan, so I probably would have ignored it anyway.
Yeah. Well, the movie costed $110 million to make, which between the cast and the special effects sounds about right. It made though $474 million. Does that number shock you? It shocks me.
Yes. For this, yes.
But I think it did because there's two reasons. I think at this point in time, The Rock was still popular with wrestling fans. Right. He just came off of a match with John Cena at WrestleMania like a year or two prior. Which was supposed to be his retirement match, but he still had more after that. That's neither here nor there. And then you also, I think at this point in time, people were enjoying movies like this. Like, I think the end of world, end of times type movie was kind of popular at the moment. So 474 million though, kind of surprised. Let's look at the box office. Let's see how it did. So opening weekend, it opened on May 29th, 2015. Okay. And it actually was number one opening weekend. It was actually number one.
Really? It must not have been nothing going on.
Man, well, there was a couple of good movies still in theaters. Number two, second place was Pitch Perfect 2. Okay. I mean, whatever. Which I actually like the Pitch Perfect movies. So, but still. Number 3 was Tomorrowland. I have no idea what that is.
No, I haven't either.
Number 4 was the Mad Max movie, Fury Road. Like, that was a pretty good movie.
I might have saw it. I don't remember it. So none of these movies none of these movies you're speaking of, I went to the movies to see, just so you know.
Yeah, I didn't. And then number 5 was Avengers: Age of Ultron. I don't even know which one that is, but I'm surprised. It must have already been out for a while if it's number 5, because right. Avengers was probably number 1 for months.
Ever.
Yeah. But yeah, so it finished number 1 the opening weekend. For the year 2015, if you had to guess, what place do you think this movie came in?
83.
I would have guessed the same thing. And I actually, when I was scrolling for it, I just did a big swipe and went way down. I had to scroll all the way back up. It finished 20th place, James. It finished 20th place in 2015.
What's in front of it?
Directly in front of it is Straight Outta Compton.
Okay. And behind it?
Directly behind it is Mad Max Fury Road, which I've seen and I'd say is way better than this San Andreas. Then you look the top 5 for 2015. Jurassic World.
Of course.
Number 2 was Star Wars Episode 7.
Of course.
Number 3 was Avengers Ultron. Number 4 was Inside Out. Is that scary movie?
There's a kid movie. Inside Out. Yes. Inside Out. Hold on.
No, Inside Out. You're right. It's a kid movie. Yeah,
it's a kid movie.
Yeah. And then number 5 was Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah.
I think that's the last one with what's his name before he passes away.
Yeah.
But actually a pretty decent top 5, and I've actually seen a few of those movies. But I'm shocked that this movie finished number 20. Absolutely shocked. Yeah, absolutely shocked. Absolutely shocked. Is there anything else that we need to hit on here before we hit our categories?
I don't think so. I think you did a good job at talking about the box office piece, the actors. Perfect. So I think we need to go get into the movie.
All right, let's do it, man. Favorite scene. James, you kick us off first. You start first on this one. Favorite scene.
So I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. I don't have a favorite scene. My favorite scene is basically the destruction of LA, the destruction of San Francisco. I mean,
they do a good job.
A montage.
Yeah.
Maybe it may just the destruction piece of it, because in my mind, the acting or the scenes are just
Yep. No, I'm with you.
Yeah, so it's just the destruction. I think they did a good job at what's it called? CGI?
Yeah, CGI, yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job at that. All that animation and destruction, this falling, that falling. I like that more so than I like the plot of the movie.
I mean, that's another reason why I thought that people went and saw this movie too, was because, like I said, this was like a perfect time for like that CGI and special effects for movies like this. But yeah, they did do a good job of showing the destruction of California. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. There really wasn't that many good scenes. I literally really only have one, and it's not even a whole scene. It's literally just like a split second in the scene. But it was basically when The Rock and Emma, his ex-wife, when they were in the plane, and he's like, "Yeah, we got to jump out." Like, that was it. Just their little interaction there. That was it. The only part of the movie where I was like, "Okay, that was pretty good." Like,
yeah.
Because then even the jump, I was like, "Okay, like I don't know about this." And then even when they land, I'm like, "Yeah, that seemed way too good." Like,
way too good. Like, he does it all the time, and like I really never seen nobody land on their feet, but he did.
I mean, not just stop like he did. Like, he didn't do like a running stop. It was just like,
right.
He just landed. Like,
like he flies.
It was, man. Yeah, you're right though. Not very many good scenes in this movie. It's kind of weird. It's really weird. Like, because our next category is going to be least favorite scene, and I'll start us off. But it's weird because I said there was not. I don't really like any scenes, but when it comes to least favorite scenes, there's not really that many I dislike. But my least favorite one is probably going to be when the daughter drowns at the end. I get that it was like I get that it was a callback to, I guess he had lost another daughter that had passed away to drown, but the whole time his daughter was like strong and like, we're gonna survive, like, and then all of a sudden at that point she was just like gave up, and I was just like, man, this just seems, it just, I don't think they need, like, I don't know, it just was really just a weird scene to me, and I was just like, man, I'm not buying this, like, I'm ready for this to be over with, actually. Like, I was like, that was when I clocked out. I was like, I'm really done with this movie now. Like, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna say I didn't like the movie. The movie is okay to watch. I wouldn't pay for the. I wouldn't pay to watch the movie.
Oh yeah.
So my scenes like movies like this where The Rock is everything. He's a dad. He's a hero. He's a this. He's a that. That right there makes it unrealistic. He happens to be in the air when his ex-wife needed him or called him, and he rescues her. That's the only person he rescued in this big building. The only, like, if you want me to make this believable for me, right? Make this believable. Like, she's the only one out there, and then all of a sudden he throws he hovering over it. There's rocks falling, rocks from buildings that's collapsing, falling. They didn't get nothing hit his propellers, or I think there's a propeller on the top of the helicopter. Nothing hit it. He throws this thing out there. He got the thing on autopilot, and she jumps and gets on the thing. Like, after the building collapsed, like, make it believable.
Exactly, man. It was just too overboard. Like, even at the end, like, as much as The Rock and her went through, like, there was like no, they weren't hurt. There was no, like, it was just, it seemed like they just were perfect. And I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, how does something not happen?
That's the unbelievable part of the movie. That's why I say the movie is it's something to watch. You can watch it and do something else, have it in the background playing, because you're not going to miss much, because The Rock is going to save the day. Yeah. So, like, if you think about it, if you look at it, there were people in the city, but there were only 4 people that they were showing that was actually in distress.
Yeah.
His daughter, then the 2 guys, him and The Rock and the wife. So, like, it's like, really, like, make it make sense to me. And again, So
it was very weird, man. Like, there was a lot of scenes I would have took out of this movie. It lasted an hour and 54 minutes, by the way, which we never talked about. That is way too long. Way too long, man. Like, this movie did not, again, I say that a lot with a lot of movies. This movie, you could take out 30 minutes and I'd be happy.
Okay. Yeah, they had, he's flying 90 minutes somewhere.
Yeah.
All of a sudden there's an airplane somewhere that he's, they got cell phone service in a destruction of a natural disaster I never heard of in my life. He has cell phone service. He knows where his daughter is. It's like they discussed this, like, in emergencies. This is what you do. Like, I don't know if that's really realistic, like that, to that point. I mean, I know, like, a fire happened, you jump out the window and blah 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 blah. But
so here's much. Yeah, we're gonna skip a category and come back to it, but we're gonna go ahead and go to least favorite character, because I want to talk about my least favorite character while we're talking about scenes that suck. Right. Least favorite character. At the very beginning of this movie, The Rock's in this helicopter. He has like 2 guys that are helping him, 3 guys that are helping him.
Right.
We never see those guys again.
Ever.
Where were they? Like, okay, you mentioned The Rock saving his wife. Why were they not with him? Were they not all about to go save these people?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, yeah, why he's in the helicopter flying by himself. How can he save anybody by himself? Like, exactly. It doesn't make any sense. So who's your least favorite character?
Just his partners that were in the helicopter. We never see him again.
Yeah.
Like, how come they don't ever come to help him? They weren't with him when he saved his wife. You know, even at the end, I'm like, okay, cool. Like the, happy ending. Like now his buddies need to be there, but dude, like, how do we never, like, I was like, okay, cool. Like, like, okay. Like you go to like some of these other movies, like Independence Day that we did, with Will Smith. Right. He had his buddy with him for a little bit, until he got killed. Like, other movies like that, there's always somebody with him. Like in this movie, though, his guys just vanish out of the first scene. I'm like, bro.
But like, if you're saving, if we have a natural disaster, there's no other helicopter. There's no other nobody in the air but him.
Yeah.
You notice nobody was in the air but him.
Dude. Exactly.
So I mean, but I guess I understand why that's your least favorite. But I guess my least favorite was the boyfriend.
Yeah, which I mean, that to me that was just too easy of a hate because they wanted us to hate him. Like,
right.
But really, I was like, whatever. Like this guy just wants to live and get out. Like,
I didn't like him from the get go though.
Oh
you kind of seem a little smug to me anyway. So I didn't like him from the get go. So these folks with these big houses and things, like, I mean, it's just the stuff that he said that kind of made me think he's a little self-absorbed.
And here's obviously I didn't like him either, which, that's a good pick for you. But I'm going to throw out a problem that I had with him, and probably why I didn't put him down, honestly. He gets killed, but it was just so anticlimactic. Like, honestly, like, I feel like there should have been, he should have been found by The Rock or The Rock's wife, or, there should have been some kind of interaction there. Or just when he leaves, just let's forget about him. Like, he's gone. Like, I don't need to see him again. It was really weird how they played out his timeline. Yeah. And also think the same way with, I already mentioned her, Kylie Minogue, who plays his sister. She dies basically by walking out the door and falling off because there was no. But again, if you're gonna have that character do that, why are we bringing in Kylie Minogue? I know you didn't know who she was, but for us that do know her, how are you gonna bring her in? And that's just how it goes out. Like,
true.
Anticlimactic.
She had too much of a scene. They chalked her up. I thought they were actually gonna have a good conversation. It was going to be something, a little more of a conversation. I mean, it was way too short. So
exactly, dude. So this movie I don't know. They were way too involved with The Rock. I feel like they wanted like everything had to be about The Rock. It was too much of The Rock. Who's our favorite character though? Who's our favorite? We'll go back. Who's our favorite character?
I'm trying to see. I'm gonna say the daughter Emma because she looks good.
Oh, the daughter? Yeah. No, Emma was the wife. The daughter was Blake.
Oh, I mean Blake. Okay, Blake. Yeah, maybe her.
And that's a good answer.
Only reason is because she looks good. Other than that, I'm trying to sit here and I don't know.
I'm gonna say my favorite one was Ollie, the youngest kid that was kind of with her.
Yeah. He was pretty swift.
Yeah, well, he wasn't annoying and he never did anything wrong. So I'm like, okay, like there was just enough of him, and every time he was in the scene, I felt like he added to the scene. Like he never took anything away from the movie. Right.
Yep. And he played his age, even though he probably wasn't that age. Yeah, he played his age.
So that's one of the things I have a problem with this movie. Like Alexandra Daddario, like she's like almost 30 years old at this point when this movie comes out. Playing The Rock's daughter. The Rock is like 40 something. Like there might be an 18-year-old age gap there, but like to me, I'm already like, it's just hard for me to picture her as The Rock's daughter, I guess.
Yes.
Like
true.
And then so the boy playing Ollie, I felt like, also one of my favorite characters was Paul Giamatti, the scientist, and I wish that we would have seen more of him. He should have played a way bigger role.
I think they could have had some more climax with his role because of or somebody not listening to him, or he had other professionals saying, "No, you don't know what's going on." It's exactly those fights. They could have played it a little better.
And I really thought we were going to get a lot of him because his partner dies at the very beginning, which I was okay kind of with his partner dying, but I thought Paul was going to end up being a big character, and he was just kind of like really supporting.
if he wasn't in the role, you would have never. It would have still have been the same impact.
Exactly.
If it wasn't him. Yeah.
Here's one thing I'm going to throw out to you. Maybe that would make this movie a little bit better. If towards the end of the movie, I don't know how long. Let's just say the last 30 minutes of the movie or some point. If one of the main characters would have died, I would have been okay with that. I'm just saying, like if The Rock dies, I'm cool with it. If the wife dies, I'm cool with it. If one of the guys with the daughter dies, I'm cool with it. If the scientist dies, Paul Giamatti, I'm cool with it.
Nah, so The Rock is never going to die,
No,
and the wife wasn't going to die because they needed that romantic scene back together. These folks actually they broke up because of a death, and realistically, you kind of understand, the death of their daughter, and it kind of numbs them and kind of makes you not as close. I get it. So they really still had love. You could tell he loved her based on what he was doing and based on what he said. They just never talked through it. So that's what they wanted. So this right here is a tearjerker for the ladies to say, oh, blase, blase. But but they would have died. They would have killed some of the movie that some of the fans of the movie that like the love scenes.
I think it would have made it better. This movie was rated PG-13 too, and you know my problems with PG-13 movies. Like I always feel like it should just be rated R. And I think if they make it rated R, you could have killed a character, and I think it would have been way better.
Bricks, you could have carried in some blood, some actual blood splatter.
Yeah.
So
exactly. So, all right. Next category: nudity. There was no nudity, obviously. Do you think this movie could have used any? It
wasn't a place for it. They didn't put a setting for nudity. But I know who you want to see nude though. I know at least two.
I mean, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, if Alexandra Daddario, I would have been all for it. Instantly, I would give this movie like an extra star on the ratings. But you're absolutely correct though. This movie had no business having any nudity at all. Like, you never would have had a good moment for it.
Right.
All right. So sequel.
No.
Sequel. I'm going to throw something out there to you. Please. They have actually talked about making a sequel to this movie.
Why?
I don't know. What would it even be about? Like The Rock goes and like he's in another earthquake?
Yes. He said yes. He rides submarines or something now. It's going to be something with the water. Yes. He becomes Aquaman. Him and the Aquaman is fighting some kind of plate shift in the ocean that's causing a tsunami and something.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa. Yes.
Oh,
they love that, right? Women would love to see those two guys in.
Weren't they both in the last Fast and Furious movie?
Were they?
Jason Momoa was in it. Wasn't The Rock in it? He's been in like the last few.
Sure, I don't know. Maybe he was, but
I didn't see that. I didn't see last one.
It wasn't in. I didn't see it either. I don't think, but they wasn't in. Jason Momoa wear the tight pants.
Yeah.
So The Rock in the tight pants, Jason Momoa in the tight pants. It's a match made in heaven for
it would get the ladies for sure. James, is there anything else that we need to talk about this movie before we give it our rating?
No, this movie I ain't gonna say not to see it, but I'm gonna say just don't manage your expectations.
All right, well we'll go ahead and give it a rating 1 to 5. What do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 2.3.
2.3. I'm going a tad bit lower. I'm just gonna go 2 even.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this, which is a fail. This movie, that's a fail. It's below a 2.5. It's a fail. Right. Yeah, this movie, I'll never watch this movie all the way through again. There's just not enough. There's nothing to it. There's literally nothing to it.
Yeah, we have to be careful when we watch big stars like this. Besides the ones that's like the $20 million stars, he's getting there. But this movie, and plus these celebrities that go from one industry to another. Like he went from entertainment, wrestling entertainment, to a actual motion picture. Like you got to have some. Like the people that do it well actually train to do it. You know what I mean? No, they just wasn't famous and say, yeah, let me put my face on a any kind of movie and I can talk, I can read lines. It's some believability to this. There's some study to this. It's an art to it. It's not just reading some lines and you think you're a good actor.
Yeah, I think The Rock should have stuck to wrestling. This movie, I do think this movie would have been a lot better if somebody else was playing The Rock's character. I will say that. Like, I think you could have fit some other people in there and made this movie a lot better.
Well, I think if you make it more believable, The Rock could have done it, but The Rock doesn't do believable movies too much.
Exactly.
And I haven't seen all of them, but he don't do believable movies. You can't just take on the world by yourself without help.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Almost every one of The Rock's movies is almost the exact same.
Yes, yes, exactly. Again, it's name recognition at this point. How much money I can make with Dwayne Johnson name on this movie. So, I mean, good for his publicists. Whoever his PR folks are, they are awesome.
Exactly. They're getting paid well.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm not saying, but he's not a $20 million actor. He's not an actor that should be pulling people to the big screen because of his acting. So
yeah, he's not making my kind of movies really. So like I said, I give this movie a 2. The movies that we've done together, James, there's been 3 other movies I ranked a 2. You tell me if San Andreas is better than these movies. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Happy Gilmore 2.
I'd rather watch Happy Gilmore 2.
Me too. All right. The Amateur.
It might be a tie. I mean,
yeah, I think I might go with San Andreas just because of Alexander Daddario on that
one. Okay.
And then the last one, San Andreas or Everest.
Oh God. It may be the girl thing again. I'm thinking about the actors. Yeah.
See, I'm actually going the opposite way on that one. I think I'm gonna go with Everest. Like, I think Everest might have been a little bit better. Yeah, but yeah. So San Andreas, man, you say you don't see it. I say, I mean, whatever. You're not missing anything if you don't watch it.
You're absolutely. You're not missing nothing.
Exactly. So, is there anything else that we need to mention about San Andreas?
Nothing about San Andreas, but more about like, subscribe, comment.
Absolutely.
Love.
And a little teaser for next time. Next time we're going to do another type movie like this. We're going to do 2012. 2012, basically about the world ending. James, you've seen that movie before, no?
I'm going to say if I have, it's probably been 2012 since I've seen it.
I watched it. Yeah, I saw it in theaters, and I think that's the only time I've ever seen it. So it's been since 2012. Right. That I watch it because I think it came out in like the summer of 2012. But that'll be the next movie we do, so I think that'll be fun. It's kind of Halloween month, so kind of into the world type things, scary movie type things.
Thriller.
Yes, but James, this has been fun, dude. This has been another good episode of Film as Literature. Any last words?
No, sir. Have a good night. God bless.
Agreed. And for all you people watching, we appreciate it, and we'll check you later.
Yep.